This week on FullFlap.tv, we look back at my wing walking experience and we have part 2 of John Snyder in his Mosquito helicopter.
All that coming up in today's show, and lots more, of course, coming up over the next few weeks as well. And this is our last official day here at the Pooley's Air Day, and it has been a spectacular day. And the sun shines out as well,
Beautiful.
so I can get more red.
I know, I had to put my shades on and everything.
Yeah, you just did that so that you can attract the attention of blokes.
No, I didn't. That's really mean.
Are you really? That's it.
Well, yes, we do. We have a lot more to come in the coming weeks, and next week we will be somewhere else. I'll either be back in front of the blue screen, or if you can rescue me from in front of that blue screen, we'd love to be filming somewhere else.
Coming up today, we'll be rounding off last week, which saw the Mosquito take off, and the remainder of Vicki going wing walking.
Which was very good.
You enjoyed that, didn't you?
I loved the wing walking. It was brilliant fun, better than any roller coaster. The only slight disappointment was that I couldn't do loop-de-loops. I really want to do it because you have to be a trained wing walker, a properly trained wing walker to be able to do it. I know, but we'll see next time perhaps. It's something to look forward to anyway.
You know, I thought you might have brought up the fact that I was originally going to do it, but you didn't.
Yeah, well, I was going to, but you know, see, Rick was a bit of a scaredy cat, so he didn't want to be strapped to the plane, and so
actually,
I had to do it.
It's far worse than that, actually. When I looked at it, I worked out that I was actually 30 pounds. Not that I look like it, I want to point that out.
Yeah, no, you don't. You don't look like a stone over, like.
Yeah, anyway, I was 30 pounds overweight, so Vicki ended up doing it. But anyway, I think that worked.
It was brilliant fun. I was very pleased to have to do it, so it's great. But we do have a few more news stories for you now. We're going to jump into the news. Do you remember the Motopod that we've been featuring in the past? Now, this is where you get a motorcycle and chuck it under your plane. Now, one of the viewers pointed out that it actually could be quite dangerous with fuel spillage and oil leaks and stuff. So we put that to David, and he said that the bike has been replumbed so it can't spill and there's no need to drain it. It uses a series of breather valves to prevent fluids from escaping through the vents. So that was David from Motopod's answer for that.
Well, the Dutch have come up with a brand new way to get through traffic, and it's pretty much the only way that the Dutch could, really, to be honest.
And a cannon.
Well, think a bit more diverse.
Okay.
Try mixing one of the new
aviation.
Try mixing a leaning motorbike, one of the new types you see around, and an auto gyro.
Okay.
It sounds a little bit dangerous, I know, but it could be interesting. The Dutch government are actually sponsoring this. They're hoping to have it out by 2012, and it's not going to be for the general public. It's more for emergency services so they can beat the traffic.
Right, one in America actually, Van Nuys Airport, which I'm sure you saw on the 16 Right review that we did a while back, and also LAX, a couple of other airports as well, have been getting internet systems whereby you can automatically find out which aircraft cause a lot of noise. My answer to that, though, is that once you press the enter button and you filled in all the details, it just comes up with a big sign which says on it, well, why did you buy a house near an airport? Go on.
Well, okay, now this one I find very funny. We don't often quote Variety magazine here at FullFlap.tv, but what would you have to do if you needed to repossess a 747 that someone hadn't paid a bill on? Well, airports don't exactly make it easy just to hop over the fence and, you know, keys and off you fly it when it needs to be
Unless you're
repossessed.
FullFlap.tv, in which case it was quite easy to hop over the fence.
Well, it's quite a small fence, you know, no barbed wire, it's easy.
True.
But literally, Variety magazine are going to be following a guy called Nick Popovich. He goes around repossessing high-value items, and apparently he's got like 60-odd pilots ready to get in the aircraft and repossess it.
Would
so
you
know,
do that?
if a job doesn't work out for you and you're a pilot, you could just go in this, like hop over the fence, run in, and off you go.
I can't get a career with a budget airline, so I'm doing 747 repos from international airports around the world.
It's quite a cool job.
Can you imagine what the security would be like, though?
Yeah.
Think about that. You have enough problems even getting as a passenger, let alone as a repo man with a big bolt cutter. So you.
Do they put a big wheel clamp on first with a sticker on the side of the window saying "Do not move"?
Now, last week I went wing walking, and yes, the rule is on FullFlap.tv that it has to be something that people could realistically do. So you'd think that it was reserved for pretty girls in lycra going up and doing all these aerobatic cool stuff, but no, I went and did it. And anyone can do it with Mike from Wing Walking UK. You can see my view from up here. Go down, There's the engine. It's pretty noisy. That was amazing! I'm really speechless, that was amazing!
So once again, that was a lot of fun hearing Vicky scream, of course, on top of an aircraft. Just remember, you're meant to sit inside on the seat normally.
Yeah.
Just a slight technicality.
Yeah, you don't want me trying to just climb onto planes randomly.
Yeah, you can imagine that. You turn up for your first flying lesson when you finally get round to it, and you go, oh, it's up there, is it? Yeah, anyway, whatever. Moving on, talking of single-seaters, actually, and that helicopter, John Snyder's, we did the second part of it last week when John took off in his helicopter. And you might be thinking, well, what's the point spending £30,000 on a single-seater helicopter if you can't take the rest of the family? Well, if you consider that a Robinson's going to cost you plus of $200,000, you could basically buy a helicopter for yourself, for your partner, for little Janie, for little Johnny, even the dog, and you could train all 5 of them for the same price as one 2-seater Robinson R22. So actually, it does kind of make a lot of sense.
It's almost indescribable, really. It certainly isn't like flying a commercial airline.
Put it down on, and you can see there's a couple of bars there for going into the water. And he's missed those beautifully. He actually has a great video on YouTube as well. You must have a look for this. Is that it? Oh, look at it go! Now, how often does that happen on fullflat.tv? It's such a small little helicopter, but amazing when you think it's using similar fuel consumption to an LSA. Look at that control on there.
I think the picture and video is probably worth more than any description that I could give.
Oh, it's been an absolute pleasure talking to you, John, and thank you very much for doing this today. So John Snyder there and his amazing Mosquito helicopter. I do love that thing. I would love to get a helicopter license just so that I could go and have a play with it. But we've also got an exclusive trip where John takes us down the river, all fullflat.tv viewers, takes us down the river in that amazing helicopter, and that's coming up very, very soon.
Just one more mention before we go about our event TV section. Now, if you've got an event going on that you think would interest us, give us a shout and we'll get back to you on that.
This is fullflat.tv. We'll see you next time.